is update you with the headlines from across the world, and what better way to do that than to let Bob Levy read it to you.
See, my nose hurts so much I sound like Rocky.
That's all right, Stallone. You'll be all right.
Now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Hello, America. My name is Bob Levy, and I bring you news. Many have tried to give you the news, but they failed. They don't do what I can do. I bring you the news in a way none of them can. Yeah. Now it's time to separate the men from the boys. Sit back, Walter Cronkite, and shut your deformed mouth, Tom Brokaw and Dan Mathers. Fuck you. Here we go. Russian maestro Georgi performs in South Ossetia to stink the valley, Georgia. Surrounded by flickering candles and flanked by armored personal carriers. Russian conductor Valery Gergiev led a regime concert Thursday for South Ossetia's war. Dead in the breakaway region's devastated capital. As cameras on boom swept over the bullet-pocked facade of Tishin Valley's parliament, Gergiev, an Ossetian native, took the stage and embraced a line of teary-eyed South Ossetians children. Paraguay's new president replaces military command Assumption Paraguay's. Paraguay's new president is replacing most of the country's top military leaders. Presidential spokesman Augustio dos Santos says nearly inaugurated President Fernando Lugo has signed 30 decrees naming his new head of impoverished countries, Army, Air Force, and turn the page, and Navy. The decrees do not specify if the changes are due to corruption or misconduct. On Tuesday, Lugo replaced the nation's police commander. The left-leaning leader pledged last week to reform the nation's military, saying soldiers would now perform humanitarian tasks for the poor. And that's the news.
Wow. Big volume. There we go.
And now the weather. We should have told people ahead of time that that's not a bit. That's Bob really trying to read for anybody who's listening for the first time.
When we do a videotape this, you gotta have two cameras, one on him, one on Mark. Because everything Bob says, Mark just collapses. It's a beautiful.
Mark's gonna die in this room during the news.
It's called not having a spine.